Okay, so good to see you, Pastor Binuraj, and awesome to have you online today. And we're going to be looking at one of the elements of MDNA, the missional DNA, and we're particularly looking around this whole area of faith adventures. And I know that you're an energized guy. You're doing some stuff. You're making some things happen using your apostolic gifting, which is awesome. And so I'd just like to invite you initially to give us a bit of a summary in a nutshell around a couple of these faith adventures that you're involved in.
Thank you, Pastor Darren, for having me. I'm not as big as what you said, but doing a small little thing that what God wants me to do. Two things happened over a couple of weeks, and I just want to highlight. One is in New Plymouth. We understood there's a lot of Indian migrants there who are ready to receive the gospel, and we found a wonderful man of God by name Robin. Spoke with him a couple of weeks, and then last 2 weeks he gathered a couple of people, maybe 20 people in his house, started worshiping the Lord. Then I called up Pastor Paul Cornish, who is the overseer of New Plymouth area, and I said, see, there's one young man who is preparing himself to work for the Lord. And immediately Pastor Paul Cornish introduced me to a pastor by name Alan Frost. He was just on the crisp of retirement, and probably he was also praying for that land. And God works miraculously. So the place that they were worshiping for 14 years has been handed over to us to start a pioneering work in New Plymouth, and they have named the church as Zion Assemblies of God. And last week, by the mercy of God, Alan Frost gave all the gears which he was using, very quite expensive ones, for the pioneering work, and fantastic thing that happened in New Plymouth. And my job was, finding the right people to do the right job, and God did that. And the second thing just came up to us soon after the conference. Somebody asked me to prepare butter chicken, for the conference. And in fact, I didn't prepare. The cooks in my church prepared the butter chicken. And one of the pastors who ate the butter chicken called me up the very next day and said, Pastor, your butter chicken was really tasty. And the butter chicken conversation went for the second pioneering church. The pastor who called me was Freedom from Takanini. He and his wife, when we started speaking, he said there's a lot of Indian diaspora living around Takanini, and they are not able to minister to those people. And I said, see, what we can do is we together can partner and work for the Lord. So last week we went into the place, prayed over the place. We have put a time frame. June 1st will be our launch Sunday of the Indian prayer meeting in Takanini for the Assemblies of God. How exciting is it? So wow. We are taking near about 15 of us from here in a van. We are going there 6 o'clock. We launch the prayer for Takanini. So great things. So here I am not the person who started everything, but it is God. But God brings in people together. So I found, rather than we doing all by ourselves, we find the right people who are living in that place, help them, support them, and God does the rest.